Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, Assalamualaikum, and good morning to all my friends, colleagues, random people who just happen to watch my videos. My name is Hanimado, and today is a special day because today is what? Saturday? 9 something? 9 of March 2024, and I have this special project. How to switching cameras. So this is the steering wheel of my Honda Civic 1995 model. And this car has been with me since medical school back in the late 1990s, and as you can see, the years has not been kind to it. The plastic on the steering wheel became gross to hold on to it, and for a while I've used one of these. This is the cover of this is the steering wheel cover, and I never really liked using it from the very beginning because it has some hard edges that was not nice to hold on to it. So yeah, I only used it for a few years before I throw it into the storage, and the reason why it looks so grossed up because it's been in storage for more than 10 years. So yeah, so with the exception of buying a new steering wheel, which would have cost me a lot of money, I stumbled into this simple and cheap solution. So this is a universal steering wheel cover that is very cheap and easy to find online and also in local shops. So the basic idea is just apply it on the steering wheel, and okay, first you find the median here. So this is going to be the very bottom of the cover. So you just try to stretch it and just try to apply it on the steering wheel like this, right? Okay, so according to the descriptions on the online store, they mentioned that the best size for the Honda Civic 1995 model would be 36 to 37 centimeter in diameter. Again, 37 diameter for Honda Civic 1995, and it looks great, and even and actually it is very nice to hold on to it, unlike any steering wheel cover that I've used in the past. So yeah, so the next step is going to suture it. The kit does come with a sewing needle, and of which I'm going to attach one end of the thread into this needle like this. Just put it aside. Okay, as for the other end, I'm going to make a knot, just a simple knot to hold the suture in place. So first one, just to keep the stitch in place. The second one, just to make sure. And the third one because, well, just because. Okay, so now I have a good knot, right? Now there are different videos on YouTube on how to do this. Some would start on the sides, but I prefer to start right in the middle. I don't know, it's just something's telling me it is better to start in the middle. So I'm going to penetrate from inside out, right on the median, or right in the middle line here. So got to push it right through. Okay, then pull it all the way until the knot. So yeah, so with one end is secured, only then we can begin. Now here, because I'm at the pillar, I don't have to do much. I just go through the stitches right here. So just go horizontally until I reach the edge of the pillar, the first pillar. Okay, so well, I didn't do much. I just basically went through the stitches right in front of here, one by one, and when I reached to the end of the pillar, only then I can bring the other side. Only then I can suture to the other side by going through the stitches in the back and bring it to the front like this. Now, I try to be consistent as much as possible, and my approach is going to be from outside to inside. So let me zoom in a bit. So yeah, so I'm going to go through the suture at the back. Oh my god, give me a second, sorry. So yeah, going through the suture of the back from outside to inside, just like this. Okay, and again, I'm trying to be as consistent as possible. So my plan for the rest of this job going to be from outside to inside, and then you just pull it and try to bring as much as possible close together. And it is okay if you didn't get it right in the first trial. So again, from outside to inside, so going like this, from outside to inside. Right, if you can imagine the circle, the steering wheel is the circle, so going from outside the circle into the inside the circle, just like this. Then pull the thread, and oh god. Okay, so now then repeat with the back, with a stitch on the back. All right. Just try to bring as much as possible close together. So I fast forward a bit here because it may not be clear what I'm doing. So here I'm going from outside to inside through the stitch on the back. Then pull the rope. Try as hard as possible not to cross lines. Then again from the front, from outside to inside. Right? And just repeat all the way until I get a nice pattern as the one that you see right in front of you. Again, outside to inside through the stitch, and back, and then repeat the same thing on the front. Now you just keep on doing this, and to be honest, at first I didn't think it would work. I thought I made a mistake, and I actually repeat this step a few times by pulling the thread backward. But yeah, it worked. Trust me, trust your gut, it will work. Now on other YouTube videos I've seen some people skip stitches. They go through one stitch, then they skip the next stitch, and so on. But for me, I would use all the stitches in front of me to suture both sides together, right? So now I've reached to the first pillar, but I think I can go further. Yeah. If until the moment I feel that I can no longer bring the two sides together, only then I would go right. I'm going to start skipping the back stitches. All right, so just like this. Okay, now so we're going to tighten up the leather around the pillar, just like we did with the first pillar. And again, I'm trying to be as consistent as possible, going from outside to inside. So in order to bring the two stitches together from both sides, just like this. Right, so the act of suturing is to bring two sides together using stitches. Right, so I don't know whether the word suture is the correct word for it, but whatever it is, the most important thing at the moment is trying to be as consistent as possible, right? What the video may not show you, that I actually made a lot of mistakes and I backtracked more than few times, because I discovered that I skipped one stitch, or I forgot about one stitch. But at the end, I did discover a few mistakes when I'm done with all of it. But it was not that noticeable.
ضربة في الكبير ضربة في الصميم يا حماة العلي نضرب المعتدي يا حماة العلي نضرب المعتدي ضربة في الجبين ضربة في الصميم.
And while I was too busy to focus, I've discovered that I left some gaps between the two sides, which I'm going to remedy it by increasing the tension using my car key. Right, so I'm going to pull the stitches into the direction of my stitches, and to increase the pull between the two sides. Now I've done this few times already, and as long that you can catch it early on, it is very much fixable, right? So yeah, okay. Okay, so this final one, you can pull it, and that's it. I've closed the gap between the two sides. Now it feels much better, and it looks much better. Okay, now we've reached to the third pillar, and similarly what I've did in the second pillar, I'm going to try to tighten up as much as possible. And if it is not possible, I would just go through the front stitches as we did before, right? So yeah, I think we can go and skip ahead. So we're going to from outside to inside, try to keep things more consistent as much as possible. Yeah, just go through the front stitches, just like that. Okay, so now to wrap the leather around the pillar, around the third pillar, by bringing the back into the front. So again, from outside to inside, go through the back stitch, and here, okay, but make sure that you do not cross the sutures. So you need to, only then I can pull it and close the gap between the two ends, then close the gap between the two sides, just like that. And again, I'm trying to be as consistent as possible, so I will keep on going from outside to inside, from outside the circle to the inside to the inside of the circle, and voila, and just rinse and repeat, I guess. So okay, so this one is going to be difficult because believe it or not, I'm looking I'm looking straight to the phone right in front of my face, and I'm actually dependent on the phone to look at what I'm doing, which is a weird setup. But as long you can grab the other side, the stitch of the other side, and make sure that you do not cross stitches, right? You should be fine. We should be fine. Alright, so let's hold it like that, and don't worry, it looks ugly at the beginning, but when you continue stitching it would look like something like this. Now I have a small confession to make. I've recorded this audio much later because I've discovered that my phone heat up at the very end of this project. So right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring the back and the front as close as possible, as much as possible, so it creates a nice tension around the pillow. So right now it looks there's a gap between at the lower pillar, at the original first pillar. But trust me, when you continue on suturing, you will be able to close the gap and make it look very neatly. To make it look more neat. Now I probably should tighten the first pillar, the leather around the first pillar more, but otherwise I'm very happy with the project. It feels natural to hold into the steering wheel. It doesn't feel bulky like using a steering wheel cover at the beginning of the video, and it feels nice. The stitches does not bother me. I'm going to tighten things up, but before cutting it. But otherwise, yeah, I'm very happy. Okay, so yeah, this is the end of this video. Unfortunately, I didn't realize it at the time. My phone was heating up, and when my phone was heating up, it stopped the video recording, and it just refused to take any more videos until it cooled down, and I wasn't going to stop there. So at the end, I tightened up everything, and again, it looks nice. Thank you for watching. Sorry for the unfulfilling conclusion, but otherwise I'm very happy with the result. Thank you for watching. Take care.